broadcasting in a lot of different places right now. So hold on, let me get my bearings together, because we are broadcasting on Facebook Live, and for the first time ever, we are broadcasting live on YouTube and Instagram. So give me 1 second while I get everything kind of figured out here. First of all, the lights. What is happening here? Let me get some more lights pointed in our direction. There we go. I think that helped just a little bit. And I think we're having some issues with Instagram right now, but that's okay. So thank you all so much for tuning in. First off, I really hope you guys liked our new opening. Worked very hard on that earlier, so hopefully that's something you all enjoyed. And what I'm going to do is what I always do. I'm going to pull up our live feed on my my iPad right here so that I can track everything that we're doing, track your questions, your comments. Let's see. Oh, I need a login code from over here. Oh, we got some people saying hi. We got people from Hawaii looking in. Give me 1 second, actually. If you're on Instagram, I'm sorry, you're going to see my face really close up for a second because I need to get my login code here. We got 9. There we go. All right, so now we should be able, there we go. Now I should be able to see everything and everybody's questions. Thank you to my husband here who's in the background helping out. Let's see, we've got Sarah Clark on here saying hi. People on Facebook, give me a second. I will be joining you in 1 minute to see what you guys are up to and what questions you're asking. So yeah, I know this is so exciting for us because we have a lot of followers on Instagram now. So I'm super excited to finally be able to cater to you guys. Let's see, we've got Steven says hi. My friend Heather and her husband and their daughter say hi. Sorry, not her husband, her son and their daughter say hi. We have, Heather said hi to Adam too. We have Lori saying hi. Debbie says hi. Deb says hi. We have a lot of people on both channels. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm so sorry that I cannot answer you right now. I can only track so many channels at once, unfortunately. But hopefully, moving forward, we can see more of you guys. Let's see. Let me open up my chat over here to see if there's any more. Perfect. All right. All right. Sorry, trying to get the lighting down here. I was a little bit rushed earlier trying to get this all put together, but I'm hoping that it is. There we go. It's a little bit better. Hoping that it is super fun for everybody tuning in. So let's get started with what we're making tonight. We are working with stackable mugs tonight. So for those of you who don't know what our stackable mugs are, sorry, you know, people on YouTube and Instagram are new to all of this, but Vic, my boss, he texts me and calls me at the worst times. He just tried texting me right now. Like, doesn't he know we're on live right now? It's okay. Steven asked what's up, Adam. So, so he gave a thumbs up. All right, so we're getting our bearings. We've all got our bearings together now. All right. Sorry, Instagram. You guys are seeing me from a weird angle, but I promise next week all the cameras will be set up properly. Okay, so let's calm down for a second. We are working with stackable mugs tonight. These are our stackable mugs that we've got working with here. They are 13-ounce mugs that we sell, obviously, on our website, Amazon. I believe they're on michaels.com as well. So they're an item a lot of people want us to bring in, and they're the stainless steel double-walled, keep your drink hot or cold for 8+ hours. So I said online on Facebook that we were making what I am calling a seasonal calendar on here. And a lot of you are probably going, what in the heck? How do you make a seasonal calendar on 4 mugs? And the answer is easy, because each mug is going to represent a different time of the year. I got this idea yesterday when I was starting to redecorate a little bit for fall. And I was like, I wish some more of my decor was able to be spread out throughout the year, which made me start thinking about these stackable mugs and a great way to decorate them so that you can keep them out throughout the year. I got these designs on designbundles.com, and they're 3 gnomes, but they are different for each time of the year. I'm going to bring it over here to Instagram so you guys can see here. So 3 gnomes, one represents fall, one group represents winter, spring, summer, etc. So we have these 4 different types of gnome decorations, and we're going to put them each on a different stackable mug. And the idea is, depending on what time of the year you're in, that mug goes on top. So right now, fall would go here, then winter, then spring, then summer. Not only is it cute, it's a great way to keep track of the seasons, even though that's not really that difficult to do. And gnomes are big right now. Gnomes are trending. They have been for a while. This trend is not going anywhere soon. And if you have company over, all right, I got the winter one. Okay, yep, I got the spring one. So you can always keep track of the months. And these can be used for any season, which is the great part, because it's either going to keep your drink cold or keep your drink hot. So these are probably never going to go out of style. So we've got, oh, my Aunt Karen saying hi. Steven says to Vic, don't distract me, I'm working. Thank you, Steven, I appreciate that. All right, let's see. Heather says, yes, girl, I'm obsessed with the gnomes. Vic says, don't worry, everyone, I'm here. We weren't worried, but okay. Let's see, we've got, who else is on here? Sarah was worried for a second that Vic might not show up. Charlotte's here from Eastern Oregon. Hi, Charlotte. We have a lot of people on tonight. We have a lot of people on Instagram as well. I don't know who's on YouTube. I'm sorry if you are and I'm not talking to you. But all right, let's go ahead and start this project. So first things first, we are working with our mug press tonight. So over here on Facebook, you see, over here on Instagram, this is the mug press. We have Sherry saying hi. Hi, Sherry. So we are working with our one-touch mug press tonight. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. All right, and we have set this already to 383 degrees for 90 seconds. That's what we're going to cook these at. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and start to take these apart. And these mugs do all come with their own little individual lids. Obviously, when you stack them, you take them off. So I'm going to start cutting all these up. Now, the great thing about working with mugs is that I am working with very small designs, which means that when it comes to a printer and printing standpoint, I am able to print all of my designs on one sheet of paper. So I've saved a lot of paper here by doing that. And just be aware of that if you're trying to think about ways to cut costs as a sublimation company, or if you're worried about the price of a hobby such as this is a great way to save some paper and save some money. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm cutting all of these up. And these are 13-ounce mugs. So this mug press takes anything from 11 ounce to 15 ounce. But it is worth noting that these are thick 13-ounce mugs and they have a lip at the bottom of them. So putting them into the mug press takes a little bit of work. So be aware of that when you're working with this item. I did have to kind of shimmy it in because the bottom lip where the stacking happens did keep catching the top here. You can see right here, this is what I'm talking about, this little area. If you're on Instagram, this little area right here. So I had to be very cognizant when shimmying my mug in. Now, one of the important parts of making a design that kind of flows together like this is we have to make sure that each of our designs are placed on the proper side of our mug. So we have to figure out what way we want the handle to go when stacking. So I would like the handle to be on this side. So when pressing my mug, I'm going to make sure that all of them have the handle in my left hand when I am creating. So let's start with fall, since that's the season that we're in. And I'm going to go ahead and just take this design down. All right. Whoop. Let's get it all nice and measured here. All right. One down. So what I'm going to do is tape it down both sides of this bug. And I like to, for those of you who are joining us for the first time on Instagram, I like to layer my tape on top of one another with the top first tape sticking up like this. So it's very easy to grab and pull down. Let's go ahead and do this. So Vic said he's a lefty. I'm not sure why that's important to the conversation, but that's fine. Good for Vic. So I'm going to ask everybody, what is your favorite season? And when is it the right time? Listen, I'm decorated for fall. I'm a Halloween girl. So right now in my house, in my world, it is Halloween time. In my universe, the proper time to decorate for Christmas is after Thanksgiving, like the day after Thanksgiving. So I want to know, when do you all start decorating for Christmas? When is the proper time to decorate for Christmas? So Miss Michelle loves fall. See, I think we have a question over here. Let's see, someone's trying to request on Instagram to be on the live. That's not going to happen. Okay, so when is it the right time to start decorating for Christmas? I want to know. So Lori said Christmas goes up the day after Thanksgiving. That's what I agree with as well. And while we wait on those answers, again, we are pressing this at 385 degrees for 90 seconds. Heather says decorate for Christmas the weekend after Thanksgiving. That's a good time to decorate too. Yeah, really, any of those days following Thanksgiving when you're recovering from that food coma and you are kind of like, all right, the weather's cooled down a little bit more. I'm starting to get into the holiday spirit. That's when I feel like it's proper to decorate for Christmas. So while this is pressing and while those answers roll in, I'm going to go ahead and keep taping down these other mugs. Let's go ahead and tape these down. So what's happening for those of you who are seeing the mug press and use for the first time, and people on Instagram, I'm going to go ahead and I'll show you the mug press again in a second. It does beep as it presses to let you know how many minutes have passed and that it's moving on in time. So let's see. Sherry has her tree up for Thanksgiving because that's when they take their family photo. Sherry, that's a great idea. I love that. And if it's, and that's the thing too, if there's a tradition that plays into it, that's a whole other ballgame as well. Vic says his kid would like Christmas and Halloween up at the same time. Vic, you can do that. It's called The Nightmare Before Christmas. It is a Disney movie, in case you were wondering. And that is when it is totally proper to have Christmas and Halloween up at the same time. Just saying. And Vic probably is going, I knew there was going to be a way that she'd bring it back to Disney, which is often true. So tonight, we are using our one-touch mug press to press all of these mugs. However, you don't have to have a mug press in order to press this item. Oh, let me get this out of here before it overcooks. Oh, so cute. So here we go on Instagram. You can see it's fall, y'all. It's backwards for you because of the way the camera is. And then let's bring it over here to Facebook and YouTube. It's fall, y'all. So super, super cute. So I'll put this aside and keep moving on. Let's see, Nancy says hi. Michelle said, I just got your tape dispenser. Oh, awesome, Michelle. It's a really great tape dispenser. I love it. It's one of the few good things that Vic has done for me. So that's good. No, this is a really great tape dispenser. Hopefully in the future we might be able to offer some. I'm not sure, but this one came from Amazon. And I'm sure some people are going, why isn't she using heat gloves? And the answer is I should be using heat gloves. I need to see where I put them. I always misplace them around here. So I'm going to go ahead and load my second mug into the press. There we go. So Nancy said that she thought of us on Sunday. She passed a car that was Craft Express Blue. I love that. Believe it or not, Nancy, my car is Craft Express Blue, and I've had it since like 2018. So I think the universe just kind of knew that Craft Express was going to happen, and I'd be working for it. So it's pretty cool. I'm gonna grab my heat gloves over here. Give me 1 second. All right, so now I have my gloves because I don't want anyone to worry. And just like the first, we are pressing this mug at 385 degrees for 90 seconds. And I'm going to go ahead and tape up my final mug. And it does go pretty fast. As I was saying before, because we have a one-touch mug press here, and people on Instagram, I will be showing you what this press looks like. Because we have one, we are using the one-touch mug press for tonight's project. However, you don't need a mug press in order to make this. If you have a tumbler press, these mugs can be made in a tumbler press. And actually, you can press 2 at a time in a tumbler press. This is a 13-ounce mug. So if you open up your barrel of your mug press, like I said before, it is a wide 13-ounce mug. So if you open up the barrel of your tumbler press a little bit, you can squeeze that mug in there. And if you come in from both sides, you can actually press 2 mugs at one time. The great thing about the one-touch mug press, though, is that we don't have to worry about guessing what the pressure is going to be. So I'm a big fan of that. Let's see. So we have a lot of time tonight because these items, like I said, they press for 90 seconds at a time. So do we have any questions? Anything that we wanna ask, talk about? I'm gonna ask Vic. Vic, can we talk about our Prime Day specials? Because for those of you who don't know, Prime Day is coming up next week, and we are participating, and we do have a lot of items that we're going to be discounting for Prime Day. So I don't know if Vic is going to let me talk about those items tonight or not. Okay. So gnome for the holidays. How cute. I love this. Gnome for the holidays. All right, so 2 down and 2 to go. And the good news is, so far, I've been smart enough to tape them all the proper way. All right, so Vic said, of course I can talk about Prime Day. So that is fantastic. So the items that we're going to have discounted for Prime Day include the tumbler press, the mug press, the one-touch mug press that I will show on Instagram when I'm done using it when it cools down. So the one-touch mug press, both the blue and the pink tumbler press, and both the blue and the pink 2-in-1 tumbler press. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with the 2-in-1 tumbler press, that comes with both a 20-ounce adapter and a 30-ounce tumbler adapter. So both pink and blue version of that will be on discount for Prime Day, and so will our oven, our brand new Craft Express oven. So yeah, Vic said because you need my permission, maybe I'll find out what we're doing. So I will say, Vic actually doesn't even know what our Prime Day discounts are, because the team, Sam and myself and another colleague, we came up with the Prime Day discounts. So he doesn't even know what we're discounting. So he's hearing all this information for the first time tonight. So those are the main machines that are discounted. So again, that is the 2-in-1 pink and blue tumbler press, the normal pink and blue tumbler press, the one-touch mug press, and our oven. Off the top of my head, I can't remember the exact discount of each, but they're all discounted, along with stackable mugs, all of our 20-ounce tumblers, our 15-ounce mugs, our glass mason jars, our latte style travel mugs, all 3 of our ring neck travel tumblers, all of our faux leather pillowcases. I'm trying to think of what else. While I'm talking about it, I might as well show you. Let's see. So let me pull out here exactly what is going to be discounted for Prime Day that I have right here in my office. Jerry says hi. Hi, Jerry. Yeah, while this next one presses, I'm going to pull out all of the items that we have discounted for Prime Day, and you guys are the first ones to know, like literally the first ones to know. Again, Vic didn't even know what we were discounting. So, okay, on Instagram, here you go. These are our spring gnomes, and on Facebook, these are our spring gnomes. Let's see. Oh, Sherry, that is a fantastic question. So Sherry wants to know how much I would sell this for. So the mugs that I'm making now, these stackable mugs that I've been working on, she wants to know if I were to have a business and I'm making these and I'm selling them, how much would I sell them for? That is a fantastic question. So I think the first thing to know is how much that they are to purchase. Off the top of my head, I don't have that number. Lori, I'm sure that you know it, or well, I'm sure that you have the website pulled up somewhere. So Lori or Vic, can either of you tell me the true cost without any discount of the stackable mugs? Because we have to take the cost of the mugs, the cost of the ink, and the cost of the paper into account, along with the amount of time that's taking me to make them. So a set of these for a pack of 4 is $59.99. So they're a little higher in price, but you get 4 of them, and they are the double walled and stainless steel, and they all come with a lid. So taking into account how much it is for all of them together, which is roughly $60, then the time, the paper, the ink, would probably be able, thinking about how much, because generally say a 20-ounce tumbler you sell for about $25. That's one, and that's only a few ounces more. I would probably attempt to sell these for about $75. Unfortunately, the profit margins of these might not be as high. But someone who's buying these, they truly, you have to pose it to them as they are getting 4 stainless steel double-walled mugs. I mean, these are basically Yeti mugs, if you think about it, because they have the temperature control for 8+ hours. So yeah, probably $75 to $80 is what I would sell these as a kit. If you were to go ahead and add a photo onto all of these, or a name or initials, you could probably crank that price up even higher to about $85. So that's just my recommendation. However, though I am the sublimation and the product expert, I'm not always the business expert. So I will pose that question and open it up to the people in our group that I know are, because a lot of you do sell these items at home. So how much, if you own a business and if you bought these products and we're making with them, how much would you sell them for? Let us know. help Sherry out, because again, that is what I'm thinking about. And I tend to kind of undercut myself when selling. I'm not gonna lie, I do that a lot to myself. And I think a lot of people, when we're unsure of ourselves, we tend to do that when we're especially starting a business. So please go ahead and let me know what you all think. So Lori says your demographic area will play a large part of your pricing. So Lori said in my area, I would say 90. So that's really good. I mean, that you're talking about a $30 profit there. So she says closer to Chicago proper, I would get 125 easily. So I was vastly undercutting myself. So someone says I sell mostly on Etsy. Heather says I sell mostly on Etsy. So I do look to see what others are selling, but I aim for 3 times the cost. Another Heather says $75 to $80 with an increase for customization. So these are all really great. And as you can see, we are getting quite a range. So you're seeing from people who sell very often. For example, Lori and Heather, I know that they are small business owners. They do use this as a secondary, kind of primary form of income, if you guys don't mind me telling people that. So they're very used to selling products. Whereas myself, like I said, I tend to undercut myself. As much as I love sublimating, I don't always feel confident in myself as a business person. So I think I went drastically under for that cost. So Sherry says, thank you everyone for your comments. I appreciate it, Sherry. I'm so happy that we were able to help you out on that one. Okay, so let me go ahead and I turned off my press. I'm going to unplug it, and I'm just going to bring this over to my people here on Instagram. So here's the press for people here on Instagram, and this press is going to be discounted again on Prime Day. It's going to be discounted down to $119. I do know that one for a fact. So let's talk about the other items that are discounted for Prime Day. 11-ounce mug, ring neck handleless tumbler, 17-ounce glass wine glasses, along with 10-ounce glass wine glasses. We have both the sparkle and plain white latte style travel mugs. Let's see here. All of our 20-ounce stainless steel tumblers, and that is, again, white, shimmering, pink glitter, and silver glitter. Our 4-in-1 can coolers, which I have around here somewhere. The handled version of these, so the handled version of the ring neck tumblers. And our glass mason jars. Again, our stackable mugs are discounted as well, along with our faux leather pillowcases in all 3 colors. And again, our tumbler press in both pink and blue, the 2-in-1 tumbler press in both pink and blue, and the oven. And I know there's a few other items that I'm leaving out there, but all in all, I've got a few ideas. Let's see. Heather says, wow, nice. Vic said, I was wondering where all the inventory went. It's in Florida. That's true. Every time that I drive down from Charleston back to Florida, I have a lot of inventory with me. And Lori said, what isn't in her office is in mine. That sounds about accurate. So now I pulled a ton of stuff out of here, and now my office is a mess. Right after Aunt Karen came and cleaned it this weekend. Sherry said, what about the heat press? So Sherry, great question. So the heat presses that we have discounted are the One Touch Mug Press, the tumbler press, both the pink and blue, along with the 2-in-1 version of it and the oven. None of our flat presses are just kind of for Prime Day, but any of the glassware presses are. So thanks for asking about that. Now again, it's a mess in here now. I gotta put everything aside, but I do want to quickly move everything over so we can go ahead and take a look at our project now that all the mugs are cooled down. Even though I am afraid to accidentally grab one that might not be cool yet. So let's take a look here. Okay, so again, we are making a seasonal calendar out of these. So we're going from fall to winter to spring to summer. And then when fall ends, that goes down to the bottom and winter goes up top. So let's start with summer on the bottom. Again, one more time, the summer gnome stackable mug. There we go. And for those of you just tuning in, wondering what I'm doing, I'm talking to 2 cameras here. One for Facebook and YouTube and one for Instagram. Okay, so next one is spring. And again, we have to start from the bottom up. We have to build our way up. So here is spring over here for Instagram. Here is spring over here for Facebook. And then let's go to winter. So here is our winter mug over here on Instagram. And then over here on Facebook and YouTube, here is our winter mug. And then last but not least, fall. So our fall gnome mug, fall gnome mug. There we go. So again, there's caps for all of them, but when stacking, we don't put the caps on. And now I'm going to attempt to hold them all at once and show you them together. So fall, winter, spring, and summer. And fall, winter, spring, and summer. So keep track of the seasons, put this out for decor all year long. Vic says I gnome my season for sure. It actually was pretty funny. And then for example, when we are done with fall, you go ahead, stick it under there. And then we're on to winter. And let me take it all apart to show you the caps for each. And it's a really great thing for if you're having guests over. Everyone take a mug and you can easily remember which one's yours because they all have different little notes on them. So there we go. There's 2 of them over here on Instagram, 2 of them over here. And over here. So a really great way to keep track of your cups. And again, these are temperature controlled for 8+ hours. They are certified for that. So there we go. Even though they are stackable and they are small, they are a really high quality mug. There we go. And again, these are on our website, on Amazon, on Michael's, and then they are also going to be discounted on Amazon Prime Day. Okay, now Vic's just showing off with more gnome jokes. Okay, so anybody else have any other questions? So we cook these at 385 degrees for 90 seconds each. And we did that using the One Touch mug press. So any other questions? Just so you know, again, housekeeping things that we always do. Tomorrow we have our Zoom call. We do it every Wednesday night. That Zoom call tomorrow night is at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you are new to Craft Express and what we do, we host a Zoom call every night. It's the opportunity for people to just come and have fun. We talk about crafting. Everyone gets a chance to show off their project. They get a chance to ask questions not only about Craft Express, but crafting in general to me and other experts who know a lot about crafting and who have a passion for it. So it's really a great one-on-one experience, and it's a great opportunity for you to show off what you're working on and to just be surrounded by like-minded people. So that is tomorrow night at, oh no, there we go. That is tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And then on Thursday night, Lori Donovan will host her sawgrass tutorial. So for those of you who are new to Lori and what she does, every Thursday night, Lori hosts a tutorial about how to use sawgrass printers, along with how to use Creative Studio. So that is on Zoom. Lori, if you want to drop a link to that, that'd be awesome. This is her 97th tutorial. She's been doing this for a little while, which means that, and I'm just saying it right now, oh, it's tonight. Lori, I'm sorry. I forgot, this is a different week. Normally it's on Thursdays, tonight is different. I'm so sorry, Lori. But yeah, directly after this, hop into that Zoom call. And Lori will talk all about sawgrass printers and how to use Creative Studio. So yes, tune into that. Again, this is her 97th, which means, Lori, I'm just wondering, what are you going to do special for your 100th? So just start thinking about that. That's all I'm wondering. So again, Lori has, as tonight, Lori has dropped the link to the workshop in the comments. It starts in 30 minutes, so we'll get off so that you guys can all join that. Vic is loving his gnome jokes tonight. I'm so glad. All right. So again, that tomorrow night is going to be our Zoom call at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Directly after this, head over to Zoom, where Lori is going to teach you all about sawgrass and Creative Studio. And if that is all, I will let you go and enjoy your evening. So thank you so much for joining us. We will be releasing more information about all of our deals we have going on for Prime Day. So keep a look at our Facebook page, our Instagram page, TikTok. Just keep it all in mind, so so that you can stay on top of it, because again, we have a lot of stuff discounted, so much stuff that Vic didn't even know what we were discounting. So it's kind of a big deal. So thank you all so much for joining us. We will see you again next week, but hopefully tomorrow night. All right, goodbye, everyone. Uh-oh, my remote isn't working. That's never a good sign. Oh well, reach across the desk. All right, goodbye, everyone. Night.